everyone, welcome to the explanation. So in this video tutorial I am going to discuss the old question discussion on input and output function. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about formatted input output and unformatted input output. Okay, so formatted input output means in this we can print any statement according to our requirement. Okay, so that's why it is called formatted input output. But in unformatted output we cannot change the output, okay, according to our requirement. For example, in formatted input output the syntax are scanf, the functions are scanf, printf. So scanf is used to read and printf is used to display. Similarly, in unformatted input output we have gets, puts, gitcard, putcard. Fine. So let's go to the question part. So first question is write syntax and example and use of following. Fine. So this question has been asked is 2071 Shravan. So let's see what are the functions that we have to write the syntax and all. So first one is printf. Okay, so if you know this printf value, it is used to display the values on screen. Fine. So syntax of this will be printf. Okay, we have the control string and we have the list of arguments. So let it be argument 1, argument 2, argument n. Okay, so for example, if we have a value called int num equals to 2, and if you want to print this, then we will write it as printf. Okay, so num equals to %d and num. Okay, so this is the control string. Fine. Let's go to the second syntax. So second one is second function. So second one is scanf function. Okay, so you know that it is a formatted input. Scanf is a formatted input used to take input from user. Okay, so the syntax of this will be scanf, we have the control string and followed by address of argument 1, address of argument 2 and n. Okay, argument n we can say. So for example, just a minute. Okay, so for example, scanf we can write like this. If you have an integer a and if you want to read this, so we'll write scanf %d address of a. Okay, so next function is third function. So each of these can be asked for 2 marks. Okay, so the total number of marks for this question can be of 8 marks because you have to write about 4 functions. So third function is GetCH. Okay, so it is used to read single character from keyboard without okay, without waiting for enter key to be hit. Okay, so the syntax will be, the syntax for this is, we have a character variable, okay, character variable, and it is GetCH. For example, if we have a char ch, okay, and we are going to printf, suppose enter the letter, if you write like this, okay, so we can write ch equals to GetCH. So in this way we can read it, okay, we can read this character. Next function is fourth number function, which is GetCH. Fine. So in GetCH, it was used to display it on the screen, the character that we input. So it is displayed on the screen very immediately. But in GetCH, what happens is, it is used to take a character input from user and does not display it on screen. Okay, so it can be character variable and GetCH. Fine. So for example, if you have char ch, and if you want to read this, then we can write that ch equals to GetCH. Okay, so this question again can be asked for 8 marks. 8 marks. Fine, let's go to the second question. So second question for today is, define and write syntax for following. Fine, so again this question has been asked in 2072 Chaitra, and again this question is asked for 8 marks because we have got 4 functions again here. First one is gets. So it is used to read all input character, okay, so it includes white space also. White space, you know that while reading the character, if you are using while reading the string, if you are using scanf, so it will not include white space, but gets, it includes white space. Okay, so it is used to read all input characters including the white space unless enter key is, okay, enter key is pressed, we can say. So this is a type of unformatted input-output. Sorry, unformatted input, not output, unformatted input. So the syntax for this is, we can write gets and a string variable. Okay, suppose we have char name 20, so we can write it as gets name. So it will read the value of name. So next function is function number 2, which is putchar. Fine, so again it is a unformatted output function, okay, output function. So it is used to display a single character. Okay, so we have putchar and we have character variable. Okay, suppose char ch equals to a if we have, so we can print it as putchar ch. Fine. Next syntax is scanf. So scanf we discussed just now. Next first function is string len. Okay, so it is used to find the length of a string, okay, or number of characters in a string, we can say. So its syntax is, we have an integer variable, so we are going to store this output in the integer variable, so it is strl and then the string variable. Okay, so for example, if we have char name is equals to hello double quote, as it is a string, so if you will pass this string len, if you are passing this name inside this string len function, so what is it is going to do, it is going to count the number of characters in this hello, so it is 1 2 3 4 5, hence it will, suppose if you are taking this integer variable as a, so the value of a will be 5. Okay, so this is the question. Let's go to next question. Let me see if we have another question. Okay, so another question is question number 3. Question number 3, illustrate formatted input output. Illustrate formatted input output. Let me see the question. Illustrate formatted input output string data. Okay, this question has been asked in 2065. So formatted input string data has a following specification. Okay, so it is percentage ws, where w is equals to the field for display. Okay, field for display. And next one is formatted output string data has following specification, which is percentage WPS. Okay, so P specifies the first P number of characters of string are displayed. Fine, let's go to next question. So next question is question number 4, which is describe the limitation of using gitcard and scanf function for reading strings. Okay, so first gitcard. Okay, so what is the limitation of this gitcard? It is useful only to read a character. Okay, so we cannot read string using gitcard. And scanf, what is its limitation? It only reads word, okay, before white space or until a white space is encountered. It means that it doesn't takes the white space. For example, if you are going to read hello space world, so it takes only hello. The moment space comes, it doesn't take this second part. So this is the limitation of the scanner. Okay, let's go to next part. Fine, so next part is, there is a question called let me see, there is some, yeah, so there is pattern type question. Okay, so that is N E E E P P P P P A A A A A A A and L L L L L L L. Okay, so this question and another question, that is programming, PROGRAMMING. Okay, so we are going to remove single character from both sides, so it becomes ROGRAMMIN, again OGAMMI GRAMMRAMA. Okay, so both these question solutions I have already provided in IOE old question discussion for pattern. Okay, so you can go and check there. Okay, let me see another question, if there is some another question left. Fine, so another question is question number 5, I guess. What is the purpose of semicolon, or why we use semicolon at the end of a statement in C? Fine, so semicolon, it acts as a terminator. Okay, terminator. So by using a semicolon, we inform the compiler that, okay, our statement has terminated, we can say. So it is nothing but it is marking the end of a statement. Fine, so this question has been asked in 2007 3 Shravan. Next is, okay, so next question is question number 6. The question is differentiate global and local variable. This question has been asked in 2007 3 Chaitra. So what is a global variable? So global variable is declared globally. Okay, hence any function can access this variable. Fine, so for example, if we have a program has include stdio.h, and if you are using a variable like int a equals to 5, which is before our main function. Okay, so suppose there is another function like void display or something. Okay, so this int a equals to 5 we can use, this is valid for main function as well as for this display function. Okay, so we can see or you can use this a equals to 5 value anywhere, either in main or in display function. Next is local variable. So let's discuss about local variable. So local variable, they exist only inside a specific function. Okay, in which it is WHICH, in which it is created. For example, if you have hash include stdio.h, and suppose let us consider void main. So if you are declaring variable int a equals to 5 here and the body is closed, so if you have a void display function, so here without initializing you cannot use the value of a. Okay, because the value of a is declared inside main function, so this is a local variable. it cannot be used directly by display function. Okay, so that's the solution. Let's go to another question. Okay, so it is InputCard, GetCard, we did this. Okay, global, local we did, semicolon we did. Next question is differentiate, or I think this is question number 8. So the question is, what are the difference between formatted and unformatted input output? Describe with proper example, they say, and it has been asked in 2070 Chaitra. Fine, so let's go to the solution part. So the question is formatted input output and it is unformatted input output. Okay, so in formatted input output, user can decide the format of input and output, okay, according to their requirement. But in this unformatted input output, computer decides, okay, it is fixed, we cannot change the format. Computer decides the format for input and output. Fine, so let's go to next point. So it is more complex for writing, it is less complex. Most frequently used formatted input output function are printf and scanf. Unformatted input output are get, put, okay, puts, gets. Fine, okay, so next you can give the example of printf and puts function, it will be okay. Okay, so next question is let's consider the next question, question number 9, I think. Okay, so the question is consider the statement scanf percentage as str. Okay, so where a string is a str is a string variable. So in above statement it says y address symbol, it is address, y address symbol is not used. Okay, here why we have not used address symbol. Next is, can we input string with a space in this statement? Okay, so first of all, why address symbol is not used here? So address symbol is not used here because string is, what is a string? String is an array of character. So it is an array of character and array name itself contains the address of that array. Okay, and next one is, can we input string with white space using this statement? Okay, so using this particular statement, no, you cannot enter a string with white space. You have to use another function called GetCH. Okay, but if you use some here syntax here like power and then inside bracket slash, and then you can use, but using the same syntax you cannot take white space in consideration. Let's go to next function. So it is fine. So I think that much. Okay, this much for this chapter. Okay, so generally theory question is asked from here, generally from formatted input output. So you should know the syntax of all the input and output function. Okay, so next I think I have completed all chapters. Okay, so I hope it helped you a lot. And next, I have not covered the question of 2076 and 2075, so I'll try to solve it and post the video. So I think this is the end of all the chapters of C programming. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share and subscribe our channel, and stay safe. Thank you.